What happens when you break free and the narcissist can't control you anymore? Relating this to Johnny Depp's situation, he spent 6 years trying to break free of the narcissistic control of Amber Heard. After winning his defamation case in Virginia, so long as there is no appeal, he is finally free. Recently, a statement was put out on Amber Heard's behalf saying she was going to stay out of the limelight for a while and concentrate on being a mother. That lasted less than 24 hours. Once Johnny Depp opened his TikTok account and gained millions of views overnight, today on the 8th of June, he has 7.8 million in like 2 days. She put out her own statement. For someone who says they're staying out of the limelight, she's doing an awful lot of talking. And for someone who says, I just want Johnny to leave me alone, she sure doesn't mind continuing to attack him. Because he is off living his best life. And the narcissist cannot stand to see their victim moving on. I doubt her narcissistic personality will allow her to just let things be. If she ever does manage to actually get out of the limelight, to actually stop talking, which I doubt, to actually stop attacking Johnny and just let him live, which I doubt. Think of it much like a shark when they disappear under the water, only to emerge in attack mode. I think we can probably expect the same thing from Amber Heard. My mother is narcissistic, and whenever she goes quote-unquote quiet for a few days, inevitably she reemerges with some new quote-unquote emergency or causes some kind of trouble to stir things up in our family. When they go quiet, they are plotting. So what happens when the narcissist isn't able to regain their control over you? They plot to destroy you. They will attack covertly so the victim cannot defend themselves. And they may certainly use others so that they can avoid the blame. Their overinflated sense of self-importance will not allow them to accept that they have lost you. In Amber Heard's case, she will never accept her defeat in Virginia. Whether she can appeal or not, I have no idea. I'm reading that she cannot because she can't afford it, but she does have very rich acquaintances. So whether they are still willing to help her is anyone's. If she cannot afford to appeal and no one is willing to foot the bill for her, you can bet that we haven't seen the last of her. Even scarier, I doubt Johnny Depp has either. It truly could not hurt for him to increase his securities around himself and his children and his home. Perhaps keeping his whereabouts on a need-to-know basis to prevent her from having any kind of heads up. This may seem extreme, but the narcissist does not accept defeat. You all saw her in court. She believes her own lies, and I doubt she is going to just slink away unheard of again. The very fact that you have broken free of your narcissist and going off to live your perfect life will drive them into a narcissistic rage. They may even threaten to take their own life. They may even attempt it in order to gain sympathy. This is what concerns me about Amber Heard. She is already posting or having someone posting for her to make it seem as if she's feeling down and withdrawing from the public. It would not surprise me a bit if she attempted to take her life or pretended to, just enough to land her in the hospital for it to make the news. But doing so will risk her losing her daughter, so I'm not sure she's willing to go that far. Now, having said that, I do have concerns for the welfare of her child. Will she turn into one of those mothers that ends up with a quote-unquote sick child or something happening to them in order to gain attention and sympathy? I really hope not. I hope there are people, loving people around that child, looking after her. Because as I say, that child is innocent. Toxic people, including narcissists, also tend to be extremely envious, which makes them feel inadequate or unworthy. This is why they can't stand losing control of someone. It means they feel unworthy. As horrible as a narcissist is, the sad truth of it all is that it comes from a place of having a deep fear of abandonment. It is their worst fear, and they will do anything to prevent that from happening. This is why they belittle their parents, their children, their friends, etc. It makes them feel superior. They belittle their partner. It's their hope to make you feel unworthy so that you cling to them, the only person who truly knows and cares about them, right? Or so they want you to believe. So once you've seen through the mask and they can no longer control you, the first thing that they're going to do is to smear you. They're going to trash talk you. It's their smear campaign. They will demean you. They will try to ruin your reputation and even expose personal information that you have shared with them or things only an intimate partner might know about you, if it was an intimate relationship. The scary part is that because they actually believe their own lies, what they say to others will seem sincere, as if they are truly concerned for you. They will continue to play the victim and try to get others to feel sorry for them. They will play the poor me, how could they do this to me? And they may do this for quite a long time. Why? If their main source of narcissistic supply is no longer in their control, then the self-pity act is kind of a temporary supply. If they can gain sympathy from others and control the emotions and thoughts of others by playing the victim, then that gives them temporary narcissistic supply. Depending on the narcissist, some will absolutely never give up. They will only step up their game. They might show up in places you wouldn't expect. I've had this happen to me. At this point, it's not about winning you back. It's about punishing you. They might create an emergency. This is what my mother likes to do. Now, if you can hold out, if you can continue with no contact, if you can keep the narcissist away from you, then eventually they will ghost you. If they find another source of supply, they might give up on you and disappear from your life. But you will never get closure. Don't expect any kind of real apology or admittance for the damage they've caused you emotionally, mentally, or to your life or your finances. Even though they may eventually give up and stop trying to get into your life or get your attention, they will never stop spreading their lies about you to anyone who will listen. It's possible after some time they might try to suck you back in with their hoovering. If they're needing supply, they'll see if you're willing to take the bait, because they never really and truly give up completely. So how do you respond to all of this madness? Use what's called the gray rock method. Stop giving them any kind of supply. Just don't react. Don't take their bait. One of the things that I can see happening a lot with Amber is that so many Johnny fans are taking her bait and that of her flying monkeys. They are reacting to posts in defense of Johnny, or maybe in defense of their own survival from abuse. But this is actually feeding her need for narcissistic supply. The very best thing that you can do is ignore her and anyone claiming to speak for her. Don't spread their hatred. Don't respond to their attacks. And don't take their bait. Go gray rock. Do nothing. Realize that as long as you are taking their bait, they and their flying monkeys are still controlling you. Take back your control. If you're away from the narcissist, You are so far ahead of the game already and have taken control back of your life. The fact that they are angry with you and trying to ruin you is evidence of that. Stand your ground. Gray rock. Don't react. Not reacting will make you feel in control of your life again, and it will make you feel free. This is my advice to all the Johnny Depp fans being baited by Amber and her flying monkeys. Just go gray rock. Don't share posts. Don't share the hate, even if it's in defense of Johnny Depp. He's capable of defending himself. He's proven that. Share his accomplishments. Support his projects. But gray rock Amber and anyone associated with her. For anyone else, do the same. If you've broken free, gray rock the narcissist and anyone associated with them. Blocking messages, getting a new email account if you have to, a new phone number if necessary, moving if you have to. Don't take any of their bait that is meant to provoke you. If they can still provoke you, they are still in control of you. Keep that in mind. Just live your best life.